back again with another video, guys, and today we gotta talk about the new guaranteed dark matter option pack that we're gonna be getting in NBA 2K22 Myteam, because in my opinion 2K ended up taking a W with the way that they're giving us the free dark matter, and that of course is by giving us an option. Now before we do get started, if you guys could do me one big favor, make sure to leave a like right on the video for more free dark matters. Make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and let me know down below in the comments right now a dark matter that you want to get, and also let me know if you're gonna be getting this option pack and also what player you're thinking of picking. And we're gonna get right into it. So obviously the thing that I'm talking about is of course going to be the free dark matter that we're getting from Limited. And if you guys are already keeping up, you should have 4 rings at the moment from when I'm recording this video. Obviously we're gonna be getting the other ring very soon, and then the following week we're gonna have the other ring, and so the final ring is going to be available May 13, and that's when you're gonna be able to get the dark matter. Now 2K ended up having the whole voting process in game, and a lot of people ended up they basically spammed X, and one of the options at first was what position did everybody want, and you guys know the point guard position is the first option, and I feel like a lot of the 2K community, they want new point guards too, even though I feel like we have a lot of them. And so the point guard position ended up winning. It was like over 50%. It was crazy. Every single person, it felt like, was picking, you know, point guard. I went with power forward center. I wanted to get a big guy, and so point guard ended up winning, which, you know, is... that kind of sucks in my opinion, but it is what it is. And then 2K ended up having another voting process, and they actually ended up having 4 different players. We had John Stockton, Jamal Murray, we had markelle, Fultz, and then also Don. And then obviously you guys can see right here the same thing happened where people would spam X, and John Stockton ended up winning. And at first I was like, ugh, I don't really want John Stockton. I almost ended up giving up on getting the ring, and I'm glad that I didn't, because 2K actually took a W and they decided to make it an option pack. And you guys can see the tweet right here. They said, limited reward update. Based on the Myteam community feedback, the 6 ring limited reward this season will be an option pack instead of a single card. And then for earning all the rings, you get to choose one of these rewards. And you guys can see dark matter John Stockton, dark matter Jamal Murray, we got dark matter markelle, Fultz, and then again dark matter Don. And so I do like the fact that 2K ended up making it an option pack. And so right here, if you guys ended up keeping up with every single ring and you're gonna be, getting the player, these are your 4 options. It's going to be a dark matter option pack. Basically, once you get the final ring May 13, that's when it's gonna be available, the final ring. You're gonna end up having 6, and then you get to choose the dark matter that you want. Let me know down below in the comments the player that you guys are gonna be choosing. I think for me personally, I'm probably gonna go with Jamal Murray and then also markelle, Fultz. It really depends how cheesy they're gonna make these cards. I have a feeling that John Stockton might be better than a lot of people are expecting. Same with these other point guards too. And so I'm here to let you guys know right now that you should definitely go after the ring if you do want to have any of these players, because now it's an option pack instead of making it where you're guaranteed to get, the dark matter John Stockton. Even though I kind of wish 2K would have taken the route where they would have given us, a position, a player for every single position, and then after that we get to decide. So maybe in the future they can do that. I like the fact that they're actually listening to the community and the feedback, and they're implementing it into the game, and now we have ourselves a dark matter option pack instead of just one player, and I definitely do like that. Now when it comes to these players right here, you guys know, for me personally, I feel like there's definitely 2 players that definitely stand out, even though again it really comes down to how good 2K is gonna be making them. But I have a feeling though that for me personally, I'm probably gonna end up going for Jamal Murray, just because he's a taller point guard out there, and so all the options are gonna be, smaller point guards compared to like the cheesier and bigger ones we do have. Now my boy SC Hoops right here came through with some beautiful cards. You guys can see every single dark matter. This is what it's gonna be looking like. You get to pick the option. Big shout out to him. Make sure to follow him on Twitter for some more beautiful cards for my team. And you guys can see, we have Jamal, we got Don, we have all these players, these dark matters. And like I mentioned earlier, for me, I'm probably gonna go with Jamal because he is 6'4". You got Don out here, he's kind of small. He had a really good card, or a cheesy, somewhat fun card last year in 2K. And so there's definitely going to be some people that go for him. I know personally there's a couple of people that I know are looking forward to that card. And so you guys can see the option pack, what it's going to be looking like. Again, these right here are just cards from my boy Hoops right here. You guys can take a look. It's beautiful. And so that's going to be the option pack, the 4 players. Now when it comes to the players themselves, let's take a look at what they have right now. So Jamal actually does have a pink diamond, and so a dark matter obviously would be better. He is 6'4", he has a 6'7" wingspan. He's always one of those point guards that offensively he's really good, so it comes down to how good they're gonna make him, defensively, because offensively we know he's gonna be you know, that guy. And so hopefully we do end up seeing maybe a nice little increase in the defense, driving dunk too. The pink diamond already has pretty good driving dunk in my opinion. 89 perimeter defense, not too bad either. And so I feel like 2K could definitely juice these cards just because I feel, you know, a lot of people didn't really want a point guard. So 2K is gonna be like, okay, maybe we'll make them really good. At least that's what I'm hoping happens. Obviously, we're not getting the player until, you know, May 13th, but I wanted to give you guys a heads up so you know exactly what's going on. That way you continue going for the ring, or maybe if you don't want it, you know, you can decide not to, you know, bother with the rest of the weekends. It's really up to you, obviously. So Jamal right here, 6'4" point guard. Now the other option, obviously, John Stockton out here, also a smaller point guard, 6'1". And when it comes to John Stockton, they can make him really cheesy. The defense could be phenomenal because he already is going to be a defensive player, but the driving dunk is really where I think they're going to really upgrade it. So he might end up getting like a 90 something. These are just speculations, and so anything can happen. You guys know how 2K is. But defensively, we know John Stockton's a great point guard. You know, offensively, he can do his thing too. It's really just the driving dunk. So for Jamal, it'd be the defense that should definitely get boosted. And then for John Stockton, it would be the driving ability. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do end up giving him a high driving dunk. And for me, I don't think I'll be going for John Stockton. So that's definitely going to be an option for those that do want to get him. I'm sure there's some Utah fans out there. And then another player that we do have is, of course, Fultz. Now, I'm kind of leaning towards going with Fultz too, just because he's also 6'4". And it really just comes down to how cheesy and overpowered they make these cards. But I definitely am going to be keeping an eye out for Fultz because you never know. They might end up giving him the best animations. When it comes to him, you definitely do want to increase, you know, almost everything. And it definitely has been a roller coaster of a career for him. He's on the Magic now. Hopefully, you know, he can do his thing. Even though the Magic have some bad luck too with injured players. And so I'm wishing him the best as always. And so Fultz and Jamal definitely going to be my top two options when it comes to the point guard. You know, initially, that's who I voted for. I voted for Jamal because I wanted to get that diamond one in the beginning of the year. And now we have an option of getting the dark matter one. So you guys can see the heights, also the wingspan. And the other option, of course, is going to be Don out here. Now, when it comes to him, he's actually 6'3". This was last year's card that he had in triple threat. I could have sworn he was 6'1", but he's actually 6'3", so he's not the shortest out there. John Stockton's still the shortest. That's why I'm kind of glad that 2K ended up giving us an option pack instead of just giving us, or giving everybody, the John Stockton for getting 6 rings. And so Don, he's definitely going to be a player. That's how people are going to go after. They can definitely make him cheesy, overpowered too. Last year, he had the perimeter defense, the driving dunk, and the three-pointer. He literally had everything you could ask for when it came to a free card. And so I'm hoping they do give them that treatment. Hopefully they make them really good when it comes to these players. Because whether it's an option pack, you get to basically decide the player that you do want. And I do want to make sure that you guys do know the options. And then that way you get to decide if you do want to go after these players. Maybe you don't want to. It's really up to you. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys have gotten every single ring. Let me know if you gave up last weekend and now you only have, you know, one less ring. Let me know down below in the comments as well. And so now we do know who that mystery dark matter player is going to be. It's going to be either John Stockton, Jamal, Fultz, or Don, depending who you want to pick. All of them will be available. And like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to make sure that you guys knew exactly the players that are going to be available, and then that way you can decide personally if you are going to continue getting all the rings or maybe you're going to give up. It's really up to you. And I'll be sure to keep you guys updated with everything else my team related. And so we'll call it with this one. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more free dark matters, do me a favor, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, comment down below. And if you want to check out some more videos that are popping up on the screen, check out the new episode of the No Money Spend Squad. Also check out the crazy pack opening I ended up doing, and to check out this gameplay. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Texting with the bill, roses in my wallet, and I'm flexing it for real. Racks and racks and racks, I look like rookie of the year.